wɔn ahyia ɛwɔ gua ɛwɔ mfimfini mantamo.
Empanyinfo wɔn mmarahyɛbadwam ɛne civil society organizations ɛdi nhyiamu.
Ghana ba panyo di nkan ɛde ato Ghana fo nyinanim sɛ adwen a yɛwɔ ɛwɔ nsamdwuma adesua ho a ɛnyɛ papa no yɛnhwɛ na yɛngyae.
Mfansiman mmarahyɛbadwani nipa bi ekun no yaya no ɛnnɛ mmarahyɛbadwafo ɛdi ne na wɔtwe da.
Awusanfo wei ene ensem bia ebi eka ho na editie na edihye ene aso no so krogian yede ebremo ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka janhye midin ede Afia Adutwumwaa Morosa meni
Obahima Afia Akyere Asiedu
Afrika sebono emu ensem enie MPP aban akasa ede atudwase suapoma asuafo dodo no a ena empempi ya wo mu ehia sikasemu ahao enu nti ode atudwase safo ni nyina no wonka wakoma ento woyam na me ayi adom na MPP aban esa ba adwaso biemu a wo se safo no ye bema wonom enwomasua ensechi ban eye scholarship se de be ya wo disua no ebetumi akoso eyi. Ghana Mampeni Abedi Akyere His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia eto aso Akyere mu se aban no enhu ne enti a esese wonum a enya mfaso free senior high school no mu no wo wie a wo betena fie na sikasem ti wontimi nto aso ne senti e na waye nhyehyeye a ebeboa ma se wonum wie na wo kosuapon mu a obenya bese a eho go na atimi aboa won ama wato a won ngomesua so wo de nsem we nyina to dwa won kenken so ye wo offenso not abato mpesua so ensrahwa wo ba santimantem da etwato ya okọ hwɛ adwumadi a ekoso efa National Health Insurance wonom office complex a wosi na ekwan so a woyi eye afrantwo ene ofenso ekwan no eno achi no wokɔ ekotwa ahomam ema district office complex a wasidiama ofenso north mensi no obie ano na nkenken so senior high school project ekoso eno so wokɔ ekohwɛ ye
hihye fufuru a yede ba ko ne free senior high school education. Yempese yem mamenom ne yem papanom omonni sika then omomanum entime nko school. Yempese omoko school no na yenya omo mfaso. Elenti na yede free SHS bae. NDC forecast yentime ye. But yesi inshallah yebetimi esi economy no. Na economy no ebue na sika no so epie na yede aye free SHS no amagana nyina. Na na akufuado so ka say free SHS no on pesa yankora na gina ho omuwie free SHS na ye pesa omotoa so eko university na omunyina enko university ye nyina ye nim say university kodie eno so ye sikasem but unni sika betua ma oba eko senior high schooler oba wasika akotua ama na akọ university entimi nyesa enti na akufuado say ye jaine sa ye mani nyina omubewie senior high school no omuda ho gina ho omonko enim enti yemfa nhyehyɛ foforo so embra yame ya dom na ye dinkonimu wa sabato ye di nhyehyɛ foforo eba ye manum nyina omo apase se omo ko university na omo nisika no government ye betua sa sika no ama omo na omo akọ university no.
Nifa hina owo ofenso traditional council na Dr. Kwakudua ekasa yentie ne nsem ne bi.
Yani aso na ejina fensoma nyina mu ade adaban ase ewo dwumadi a omadie yedi kan zadan kesiye office complex ya assembly ebejina so anase mu ena nsemu a anase district ehu enkoso ana hu nsem nyina no ehihye na wohwe dan ya echen metropolitan assembly aminim se enche bia no metropolitan no ebeduru hase
Enkwanta kese hene na aboachi yam abebio ede atudwa se Afia ban Ghana for beto na de ombegina so asigina ene se obere dwumadi a NDC bediye no de atoto de NPP so abedie omu wi a ombehwe ho asigina
Nana Boachi Yam Abebi ono ena ye nkwanta kese ehene. Ode nsem we nyina etudwa emra Ghana mampanyini abedi Akyere Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ekopie mu ewo sampatamo a wo mu ebodwa na no ena nana eto so eka ne nsem se abato a 2020 general elections ya eye ne amanyoku nana se presidential candidate bia no eniema a wo mu aye no eno ena nipa dodo na abegyina so na nyase bia nipa ne tuntum nipa ne kokko eye dwuma waye eno begina so ato aba
emre bi atwam ye to aba ubahuna so bia ko gina baabi o se me to ama wei ene de enye sa ne to aba o ye hwe de waye de obetimi aye eno ne hwe ho to aba enti se se obi abeto aba me gidi se obehwe nwuma pa o mampani ennaban aye eno mom de agu akwam free senior high school emre bi atwam ye bebie school anananom ne yansunu gugem ye mane ye nanano se ye san ye ne ani ade so no ana eya ye kom no o mampani na ban ya besue ye mampani aya ade na mom de aka no doso de kwan no a enye no ewo ha eti 2020 ye yafo Morosa o mampani abedi Akyere yeso ye de ewo mu wadama ma ye sanka
eno echi ena Ghana mampanyini abedi Akyere Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia eso kan say
maybe ye kwa yenim no ye na ye san ekwa echi President Pukufo ba ye na ye sikasem no asay obejai Ghana no na ye economy no apeja na 2008 ye to aba MPP ye dinkunim MDC so ba ye omo wo ho efie wotwe no mu ye sikasem no nyina ekosey ye bio omo kan kire nse ennam no nyina wie dompe nkwa na aka we nyina nti ye vote ye 2016 na ye vote ma MPP mu nyina betimi adi adanse se MPP ye government no uhwe ejuma ye ne NDC government na difference wompa ene ye fani pejuma first no NDC breso ye fani pejuma nurses no mo wie school no mo tifie efie 9 ene ya fa nurses over 90,000 ya fa teachers over 90,000 NABCO 100,000 ya fa ni pejuma efije kwa bre South constituency mwehu mpuntu ejuma MPP wa ha sana yebuman sana edi mpuntu beba
Endi samanyoko Frank Atufo a wani Owura John Dramani Mahama so eni kanun ranom afarefo enafe wani etutun ensomnam etono ehia abo enkomo ewo ogwa eye emfinfin mantam
anka ban foforo baya anka ode omusom no moto adom na bibia enkwa somdwem enso ade ama yake as a country any day sababa froba one being there near abandoned that yen nyina o what gu na chese what the one there on one there and so aba enti what they buy on one there on the buy premix what they buy MP before a one no the premix abesi ondo na omo what the on there to do what's the party here sika now the on there to do now one here premix no aton ama omo subsidized.
Omampanyin da John Dramani Mahama ahye Ghana fo nyina ebose NDC aban fofo no se eba wo mbehwe se technical and vocational training e be free e de ma adesuafo nyina ewo mai emo
enya mofra ni nyina ena enhumasua eye nyamede ma omo enti ebin mo ho a ede no ko secondary school a obeya no epie onya hwe enfim and so eba ne nsa no adwuma etimi hu de abofra no obone homoden enti I say okay ene ne eben de district bia yebebie technical vocational training center enti enkwada na want to me enye emomoden wo secondary no won be technical vocational training na ne obede osue bia se eye hairdressing no adipamo fitting electrician plumber tiler carpenter ne ope bia yeden be technical vocational training center no akosua free of charge on triahwe senebeya on so pia obenya ne sanu adwuma na womo so a echede wo wie JHS na primary school a one to adono or ya apprentice opede oko master ho ebi opede osua aduane nua hairdressing your friends the catering adepam electrician plumber ne opede osua bia ya den be kwa koma master enfie mienu afie miensa na wesua ne ti hu sanda awofo betuan a wonya ntua no aban be faka no na yetua ma master no ezu na anya enokote osua wie enfie miensa enfie mienu o pon ne ho a obeye master efidia ehia de ode be hye ne brase no se sewing machine se dryer se fitani woman tools carpenter tools ya de be hye abofra nsa no akɔhye ne brase.
Ghana ba penyo dinkan Mame Rebecca Ekufo Ado akasa ede ato Ghana fo nyina enim se ebre aso ese ensano djuma abisua vocational and afi technical education no yehwe egitumu na afi adwea nipa dodo no a ewo etesebi so nim de ewo fom ana wabonwa na yedu ekosua ensano djuma no yenhwe na yenjai.
What TVET Expo 2020 no ase na Ghana ba pani a wodi kan Mame Rebecca Ekufo Ado wodi afutuo we nyina no koye edema Ghana fo wodi adesrede eto wono nim se suku adesua efa ensano dwuma adesua ho no memo obibia emu no abofia metre technical and vocational education and training wose eyade ebeboa ama apemoma Ghana so yade sua nsem ene yempuntuo sem ede akonka papa.
As executive director of the Rebecca Foundation, I have been working to equip young women with TVET skills to set them up for life. Having worked with young women, I recognize the role of TVET in improving individual livelihoods and propelling national development. So I am indeed honored to be the principal TVET ambassador. Our activities as TVET ambassadors will be targeted at students at the basic level, females, persons with special needs, and disadvantaged children. They need to be made more aware of their strengths, interests, and talents, and guided to make more informed choices about the opportunities that exist in skilled professions.
Siafo ahwa de suansam so ene onumunyamfo Matthew Poku Prempe ye bona menane napo wono so ede nanu disem atudwa wo kire aban nani suade hu na wo hwe so ode bepem TVET sector no ede akọ enkan.
On quality assurance, we have operationalized the TVET qualification framework. We have implemented the competency-based training. We have already established 42 different trades and professions, and we hope to get to 100 with the last support from the World Bank of $200 million. To have 200 of 100 different trades all going through competency-based training. We also hope to progressively adopt the modified or dual TVET system because the evidence available suggests that there's a huge potential to benefit us. The government, in collaboration with the German government, has also provided free apprenticeship training to over 13,000 Ghanaians since 2017, thanks to assistance from the German government, called the TVET voucher system.
Ora kwa Mr. Kanya wono eye morning show host e wo Peace FM ejina TVET ambassadors no anemu e kasa ye mo kire se we kura ne kwampa e befa so ama mabunu ne yama wo mo ensa no dwuma bia e betimi apem my Ghana e de akonkan.
On behalf of the ambassadors and role models, I guess that I'd say thank you to TVET, to the Ministry of Education, to TVET, and to all of you for giving us the task of ensuring that we use our various social networks, our professional platforms, and whichever environments in which we find ourselves to drum home the message of improving, promoting technical, vocational education training. And so maybe in another 5 to 10 years, we'll all come back here and say, look back and, be very proud of what we have done.
Siafo be de chiro hwa adesua nsem so ne fa eno no eye nsa no dwuma adesua wo munyamfo gift twuma mpofo wono nso ye je ne nsem ebi
eka bebere ye bo wo TVET hu enu na be ma menye dwuma enye so beti ohia so beti na mo ye hia awofo ye hia teacherfo ye hia mofra nankasa ye hia asofo ye hia ahemfo stakeholders nyina se ye be hye mofra no nkran se wo akoma eni adwen ne ensa wo de be ensa no dwuma de a ye hye mofra no enkuran na wan ma ye TVET
Osuafo a ohwe parliamentary affairs so no anso ye mrahye bedwani e wo so ame abaton pesua eso honorable oseche mensa bonso e de atu dwa se 1992 constitution na Ghana amamra ye de eye adwuma no ye de aye adwuma wo kemamke bia memuo kwan so be se infinhia aduonu wotwe na ensuo e chetuom a eyihwa e bredu empanyifo nhwe na wonye emu ensakrai.
Time is right to take a serious look at a complete overhaul of the constitution. We have practiced this for 28 years. And if you ask me, Parliament has its own observations about the inadequacies in the Constitution. The executive, also applying it on a daily basis, also have their own observations. The judiciary have noticed serious limitations. Civil society has. The academia have. So perhaps, as I keep saying, we could find space to strand out these matters for a healthy interrogation in public space over some time, maybe 2-3 months. And from that, we can have maybe a constituent assembly or a consultative assembly represented by a cross-section of Ghanaian society to discuss matters that would have been stranded out. And then from that, we could have a new constitution. And then when we have a referendum, it will just be one referendum on that document. If you approve of it, it takes the space and indeed the place of the 1992 constitution. There are so many matters that require a national consensus on, contained in the 1992 Constitution.
The constitutional arrangement in this country vested with the sole responsibility of conducting and supervising this leadership contest has somehow been put in place by a sitting president who is contesting the elections. And so it opens up the perception, real or putative, that the people that have been put in office will dance to the tune of the master who put them in office. Again, that calls into question your role as civil society organizations in ensuring that that institution works to meet the reasonable and legitimate expectations of the people of this country to deliver a free, fair, credible, and transparent elections. No political party, and you can see it from the comments of the political party. No political party is situated to do this than you.
Orakwasi Jonah, a senior research fellow at the Institute of Democratic Governance. Na openi akasa ede atudwasa nyamia nim nukreni COVID-19 yadia no edin sunsanso bone pa abre donor agencies no anya asem ketwa enam sunsa kane no na civil society organizations ekoku ahodo no na yade donor agencies no womudum wonom ewo mowa na fisikasem mpa emomutimi de we omadwuma na so COVID-19 ti ni nyina eto atwa entimi emma na no na owura Jonah ede atudwasa enam so ama ayedin pa ese ekoku ahodo no wonum ebetumi anya sika aye asede ne asudie eda wonso ewo mayimu.
All of us want to ensure peaceful and credible elections. Yes, we want to make sure that even in the face of all the challenges that we face in this particular election, the elections should still be peaceful and credible. So very credible that the international community will accept, our own people would accept. So the contest is difficult for us, but we in civil society are also committed to doing, even within the constraints of very limited resources, to ensure that the 2020 election, just like other previous elections, will be peaceful and credible. Remember that Ghana as a country has a very big reputation to maintain.
We are told that democracy is not an event, it's a process. And if it's a process, then the actors in there must exhibit good behavior. We are saying that democracy must be the only game in town, attitudinally, behaviorally, and constitutionally. We recognize the critical role the CSOs have played in nurturing this democracy thus far. As we go into the 8th successive elections since 1992, we think that the critical stakeholders ought to be engaged. So for us to appreciate their perspectives and how we can conduct ourselves, because we agree that power is the most central concept in politics, and therefore when we come to even developing countries, the struggle for power is something that sometimes can generate all kinds of interests because the stakes are very high. And a COVID era-induced era, the CSOs may have some critical challenges with regards to funding, among others. How do they continue to remain relevant within our democracy, especially when we are likely to face maybe donor fatigue, and the fact that as we continue to consolidate our democracy, the CSOs themselves must be looking for quite some innovative areas to continue to remain relevant within our body politic.
Asante hini otumfo se tutu otosumienu esi odi yawo sede enna obete ese akwamukafo akoto ahya akwantufo so agiom ho niema ya bobituo ye kunkum bi no se eyade a ehadwe papa enti odi ato aprosifo anim se womumia bambom esanse enyade a ekoyie kra.
Asante hini otumfo se tutu otosumienu ekirem abanbo eyade bia ehia ma oman bia oman abanbo enkoyie no enyade oman ne betime adiye na ose obehwe na akronfo mu di etuo ne sekan ekokro no boy highway robbery ewo ye kwant mpon ahodo na si adwadifo na omayoma yakayaka di empo ebinim kwatimi wu ebi krampo na si ewo central region mfimfi mantema eye mrahye bedwani akronfo ebi akwakobo ne tueku ne yayaya o kire se apolisifo na ewo se Ghana fo nyina ewo gidie wo mu na saniema bi ko sedia na gidie na amamfo na ewo wo police fo no mu na ekofom. Asante ni otumfo se tutu otosumienu de nsem wetuja ewo menhia hemfie abra Inspector General of Police mekire IGP owura James Opombuonu ebepie mu ewo Asante mantema one ne mpanyimfo ekwache Asante ni otumfo se tutu a o kire adokronti a obepie mu ewo mantema.
Police no asubie ne nkoso beba mema wo mo na boyo mba wo mo ne hwese de akrono ne basabasa na ania patapa seminento ko nyina wo musi anoma yewo ha wa be na me de twaso na sen bofo jejina ko mu kunkum nipa ma MP4 ne nipa basa eya ma ewie mo ye basa kakra esi ya no makodwina ko mu na ye sikwa na ne ye jijin profo sika fe betria ba Also, more attention here. And to tear them up, so those for me, I can see a return point to him and see. And to whom your money will maybe be answered from no money in your Magana for your DDO, most of BBS here, which you have. And now making character, you say, Triaba on Tedo, don't call for your two way home be brave. The dainty neighbors that could do services, Yenny, a wab on Tia, entity, a potato, the nature as a more mobile and any purpose, such as you must have moved in the year. No, the idea was a motion in the but why between Assumption in Ashamonsa, Ubia, Bay Bassabasa.
Elsian Focus, a boy, if you TV so, our and crying Abeka Junction, baby, a dream, your home so Abasia.